I am Honorable Bamgbose Joseph. I represent Badagry Federal Constituency. I'm from the State of Excellence, Lagos State. First, what the Mace stands for.
Yes, sir.
The Mace is a symbol of authority. When we talk of democracy, the Mace is the symbol of authority that describe democracy in action. The Mace is symbol of authority in the sense that when the parliaments are seated, when there is no Mace, there is no serious talk. But once the Mace is seen there, then you see that the Mace, whatever they are discussing, is guaranteed as a serious and constituted issues. And for that reason, Mace is important in the life of democracy. It is important in the legislature, because what is called democracy itself is not about executive. It's not about the justice or judiciary. It is all about legislature, because legislature are the voice of the voiceless. That is where people voices are heard when things are happening to them, when they are in problem. Some of them, not all of them, can come because they have to pass through their representative. And when we talk of where the Mace exists, the people there must be responsive and responsible to their constituent, to the people that send them, to air their views out and to air their voices out, so that the people can know that yes, they are really part and parcel of the system. And that is why they say government of the people, for the people, by the people. And that is democracy. And so that symbol of authority is regarded as the Mace.
All right, sir. In a situation whereby the Mace is removed from its original position, what is the consequences?
I don't get you right. When the Mace,
somebody comes in and removes the Mace, like what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Yes.
If we look at what happened yesterday, I think it's totally bad. Where somebody, especially a hoodlum, will come inside and walk straight to the Mace. I think it's uncalled for. To me, it's totally barbaric attitude. It's totally uncalled for. Now, to tell you the importance of Mace, that is why you always have the people who guide that Mace, called sergeants at arms. In the legislature where people speak, there are certain things that are not allowed in, like gun, cutlasses, or this thing. They are not allowed, because in the course of your debate or anything, people can get over angry and do on certain things. So they are not allowed, and it's part of even the law, the guidelines for any legislature, that weapons are not allowed in. Now, for somebody now to come from outside to enter the chamber without being authorized to come in, before even a visitor can enter, they must have lowered the Mace. The Mace must have been moved to allow that they should suspend all the relevant order of the on the floor, to allow visitors to come in. And in the process, they have to lower the Mace. That's when you see the Mace being removed from its original position down to the bottom. That it is only you are just chatting or anything. It's not regarded There is no enforcement of law. There is no enforcement of any, any constitutional on it, constitution on it. So it is just mere talking. But once the mace is available, there must be sergeant at arms. And in the National Assembly, for that matter, we have, I think, many sergeant at arms working as sergeant at arms around. And they don't have weapon, they don't go about with weapon. They are civil in their approach. Because whenever there is fight or disagreement within the legislature, within members, the first thing they run to is they want to see how they can pick the mace. So that, because anywhere they will just go and sit anywhere and decide and pick another person with that mace. So yes. but for at national level, such thing has never happened, and I don't think it can happen, because it's possible to happen in the houses of assembly or at the local government level, but I don't think such thing can happen at the national level, because this mace we are talking of is not only one. It's very expensive, and it's not just one that a whole National Assembly we have. So for somebody to come, it's like imagining that you comparing National Assembly to a local government, where it may not be easy for them to even buy a mace, talk less of having more than one. So the point is that for National Assembly, they have many mace, not only one. But at the point where discussions are going, where proceedings of the House is on in the chamber, and somebody just walk in and pick, the only thing is that it will just delay the proceeding for a while, and once it's delayed for a while, they will resume back again with another mace. But they felt that by taking it away, they will totally put the National Assembly or the Senate into a chaos where they cannot deliberate anything for so long a time. But I must tell you, it's an action that needs to be condemned in the society. It is uncalled for. It is uncivilized, because for somebody, I don't know what they want to achieve with that. Because it's just like somebody just creating unnecessary name for itself, and the name is not a good name.
Right, sir. People were actually saying that it was like it was planned, there were some powers behind this action, because a senator cannot just walk in with talks and move the mace like that, because the way it played out yesterday, nobody even tried to stop them. Everybody was just moving around.
No, I want to believe the same thing, but in the legislature, it is always advised that we don't put cart before the horse. We need to investigate. I think even the executive said has started planning to do some investigation to know how those things happen. Yes, the legislature too will also go ahead to do some investigation, and I want to also salute or thank the police, IG, police, and all of them that the mace was recovered at the end of the day, but and they were given 24 hours to get it back, but they spring into action, and the mace was recovered. Salute them for recovering the mace and for bringing it back and showing the people of Nigeria that yes, they are really at work. But it's surprising that they were able to get outside this premise and walk away with that mace, where even one or two senators were about to be kidnapped along with it. I think when we talk of coup, is when you plan any coup on legislature by wanting to carry or take away the symbol of authority, that is the mace, is is a felony, or what do they call it?
Treason.
Treason charges. That person is planning to take over and to disrupt the democratic process we are enjoying. Because I must tell you, the worst, the worst democratic regime is better than many regime of military. So, because in democracy, you can be able to air your view, you can be able to express yourself, you can be able to do what you need to do. I think it should be condemned in totality.
All right, sir. Now, what do you think the National Assembly and the government should do to avoid future occurrence of this?
Yes, I want, my suggestion would be that, yes, you see, what has happened has been likened to the fact that generally the country, what has been happening, we have herdsmen here, crisis, we have these, kidnapping cases, Boko Haram, everything all around. What has happened has shown that yes, there is still much more to be done on the issue of security. If this place that is well secured, I don't even know how it happens. And that is why some people were saying that maybe there is a kind of, there was a collaboration. But not until, we get the facts. We get the fact. We cannot conclude. We cannot say this person has, hands in it. But, well, the president is not around. And I don't think if the president is around, somebody can say whether he's the one that directed, but he's not around. And we don't know. So all these things are, shady something to us. So, and it's better for us. But what has happened has really indicated the problem that we are having in the society. And so many more, things need to be done on issue bordering on security. If somebody can walk in like that, we thank God yesterday no life was lost. We thank God, the little bruises or this. But we thank God. And I don't think even anybody will want to come to the National Assembly today. We will have been vacated. And that is a threat to democracy. So I want to appeal to all Nigerians, all well-meaning Nigerians, both young and old, sons and daughters of Nigeria, to rise up to the occasion. They should not allow anybody to truncate this democracy that we are all enjoying. If there is no democracy, you can't see people protesting easily for their rights. Jealously, democracy. This democracy we are enjoying is for all of us, and it's for our yet unborn children, so that we can have progress in this country, have all we are looking for. It is under democracy that we can challenge ourselves, that we can even correct ourselves, and we can, because we have something to do, and that is our vote. The people should not allow, people that will come with guns, that even their own money was used to buy, but they cannot even turn. So we should guide jealously this democracy we are enjoying. Everybody must condemn this action. Because yesterday, if they have killed one or two senators there, I don't think anybody will come here again. Democracy has come to stay. So
Thank you very much.
that is it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.